Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes, and welcome to the first ever brand new era content video. Now there is lots to talk about, a lot of thoughts going through my mind. Still need to work out a few things, details here and there about the economy changes and some other events. But today I really want to start with the part that I think, at least until now, has been the best part of this update, which is free Lightspeed tokens for all with not that much effort, even for brand new players. At least the first few quests should be achievable. We obviously don't know if difficulty will ramp up further down the line, but if you need a reminder, over the next 6 months CG announced these Lightspeed tokens, so every 2 weeks we'll be getting new quests that will be rewarding new Lightspeed tokens. So on the 18th of November, so this is what started last night, the quests. So if you complete 2 quests, you will get Hera's Lightspeed token. Then the following 2 quests will unlocked. Well, they're just unlocking one at a time, and the second 2 will give you Sabine, and this will give you 7-star characters at Gear 13, aka Relic 0, with all of their abilities up to maximum level, including Zetas, however excluding Omicrons. This especially is absolutely great for new accounts. I just started my account like 5 days ago, maybe 6 by now, but I wasn't able to play 2 days because of the crew loop. Anyway, even if you start a brand new account now, you should be able to knock this out in a few days, and you will already start off, you know, with some relic characters. Absolutely brilliant. So that's what we'll be going through today, how I was able to get it done as a brand new free-to-play account, getting the first 2 Lightspeed tokens unlocked, and then also shown how you can get it done, you know, if you have a bit more toys to play with than a starting account. So we'll start off with the first quest, and as you can see, there is, even if you are creating a new account or throughout the year, looks like these quests will be valid for an entire year. So as you can see, this one will expire on 18th of November 26, so plenty of time to get it done, all of these quests, it looks like. Anyway, let's just kick off with the first quest that we have to complete. Win 10 battles with any version of Luke Skywalker in your squad. Now it's a bit bugged, I think, or I don't know exactly, because when I tried with Commander Luke Skywalker in my main account, it did not count, but using Farm Boy Luke, it did. Obviously we have more Lukes as well, Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke, so I actually didn't try those. I just kind of stuck with Farm Boy Luke, but it doesn't even matter. So let me show you first footage from my brand new account. As you can see, low gear units, so it's a totally brand new account from like 5-6 days ago. And here I don't have other Luke anyway than Farm Boy. And I was farming up some gear anyways to gear up, I think Darth Vader or somebody. So I decided to keep hitting this node where I'm farming gear until I got this feat done. So very straightforward, even if you're a brand new player. You know, Farm Boy Luke I think is given to you quite early in the game, so you shouldn't have issues finishing this. Just keep playing the battles you do anyway through the campaign as you're following through other quests. Just make sure you include Farm Boy Luke at least 10 times. Okay, so let's hop over now to my main account just to show you how I've done this Luke feat there. Like, if you don't want to waste energy for this quest, you don't have to. We have our journey guide that offers all that we need. So here you can just go ahead into the Palpatine Legendary event where you have to use Rebels. Just load up whatever Rebels with as many AoEs as you can, so this battle is over quickly. Include Farm Boy Luke. Again, I tried this with Commander Luke, it did not work. Obviously was not able to use Jedi Knight Luke here and Jedi Master Luke because they are not Rebels, and that's how I was able to get it done here. So very easy, very straightforward, and you get 10 Zetas for very little effort. Absolutely brilliant. However, the second quest is the one that will now grant us a Lightspeed token for Hera. Now this one's a bit trickier to complete, especially maybe for new players. You have to inflict vulnerable 100 times, but luckily there is a cheesy way to achieve this, whether you are you know, brand new player or you know, a seasoned veteran. So first, again, showing footage from my new account. I did farm up Iden So she's farmable, I think, in 4 or 3, but anyway, I'll show you where you can farm her. So essentially you just need to use her ability push forward. You don't have to level this ability up, it only does this on level 1. It will inflict vulnerable on all enemies, so you can very quickly get this done, you know, a lot faster than you might think. So this is for new players. I think this will be the most achievable. Now you do have to farm her up. In the interest of video, as you can see, I did a bunch of refreshes yesterday and today, just so I could unlock her. She's at 25 shard unlocked, and being accelerated is not actually that much. But again, remember, these quests are live for an entire year. So if you need, you know, a week or so, or even 10 days, 2 weeks to farm her up, to unlock her, it's well worth the Lightspeed tokens this will unlock going forward. So you can farm her from 4D hard on the light side. That's how I got her done. Just rushed her in a couple of days now that you know, the quests were released last night. And once you have her unlocked, again, many ways to do this. You just have to use her in the battles. So I recently unlocked Galactic War, so this is actually my second Galactic War run. The second day I was able to do it. I just plonked her in Galactic War, and I just played through the entire Galactic War with her, and after I finished the Galactic War, I was 2/3 already through the feat. So, you know, 100 sounds a lot, but, you know, you're a new player, you have to play through stuff anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, I think. So I'll just line it up. This is the first node, right, so the enemies are a bit squishy, but as soon as she takes a turn, there we go, let's go ahead. Use her middle ability, which will now inflict vulnerable to everybody. So that's what I've done with her. Just played through the Galactic War for all the nodes, and by the end, I think I was up to 67 or something like that. I'll show you the last battle as well after we knock this one out. As you can see, no issues whatsoever getting through this, you know, even with starting kind of Iden, not really leveled up, geared up. So this is now transition to the final node in the Galactic War. And here, there we go, we got up to 67, which means I still had 33 to go. So now I will head over to the journey guides. I mean, you could just do this in journey guide if you don't want to, you know, waste other stuff, but Galactic War is something you play through anyway. If you haven't unlocked Galactic War yet, you can just head over to the journey guide, and we will go ahead and find the R2 event, where we do have to use Empire squads, and we're gonna do the same thing. Like, Han is a bit of a jerk. Sometimes he will stun Iden, and then you know, if he stuns Iden, just retreat and go back in. Now this probably for older players, like older accounts as my main, it's gonna be more difficult to do with Iden, because especially now with Relic Delta, you might do too much damage. And even Iden Zewi might take everybody down before she applies vulnerable. So this really is more for new players, the Iden technique, that have lower gear Iden, that, you know, just want to one-shot the entire enemy squad with her AoE. Or maybe you can move up to the higher tiers, just really find out which tier in this R2 event is optimal for your gear levels. And just kind of transitioning now to the final battle that completed for me the quest of inflicting vulnerable 100 times. So while this might seem for new players a bit tricky to do, just, you know, farming Iden for a few days, it's well worth. Iden is a good character, she's got a great ship down the line, but even with that aside, getting access to Lightspeed tokens going forward is going to be absolutely huge and beneficial for your brand new account. And there you have it, very first Lightspeed tokens. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, absolutely love it. New addition to my account. Hey, there we go, Lightspeed tokens, perfect. Let's go ahead and use it. Get our Hera unlocked. As you can see, I didn't farm her, didn't gear her, because I knew Lightspeed tokens were coming, so I'm not wasting my resources on Phoenix at all. But it's for another video of, you know, my farming plan and everything, because it's, you know, your first relic character, you kind of go through a quick tutorial of, you know, relics and everything. But there she is, 7 stars, gear 13. I have some of these, so might as well bump her to relic 1 for now. And that's it. That's my first, after 5 days of playing, already have one 7-star Relic 1 character, all thanks to the quests, and that are very new player friendly, at least to begin with. Okay, so this is now footage for my main account. So here, because of a Relic 9 Iden, you know, getting hurt in some smaller events might be trickier, and I don't want to like repeat myself, so I want to give you two additional quick ways to get vulnerable. The first one is, if you do have Jedi Master Luke's Galactic Legend Ascension event available, you can do here with Jedi Knight Luke, so it's on tier 1. So you're just gonna go hop in, and we're gonna utilize Jedi Luke's AoE that applies vulnerable. Anyway, nothing to say here. Unfortunately, can't hit auto, but even maybe you wouldn't want to hit auto anyways, because Jedi Knight Luke would then put Jedi Will on himself, and he would then counterattack, finishing off enemies a lot quicker. So what I'm just kind of doing here is basic and smokescreen with R2, and then basics with Luke until his AoE stun is available that also inflicts vulnerable onto everybody. Then obviously in the second wave you gotta get through Boba as well. So let's go ahead and knock Boba out and see how many I knocked out. So I went from 12 to 48, so I got 36 in one battle. So potentially with this technique you could get this done in 3 battles without, you know, wasting any energy for any battles. Okay, and third way that you can easily get as well vulnerable on auto basic is here. I'm farming Kix shards anyways, so we will utilize a light side squad that does not deal any damage. So we'll just be able to do auto basic here. Boss Nass, Hermit Yoda, Mothma, C-3PO and Jawa Engineer. They don't deal any damage. The only damage here really is thermal detonators. Jawa Engineer will stack up obviously on his basics. Eventually enemies will die off, but it still should give you plenty of time to stack a lot of vulnerable. And when they will come, Boss Nass, whenever it's his turn, whenever he uses basic, he inflicts vulnerable on the target. So you're just gonna go in the battle, and we're gonna hit auto basic, and that's going to be it. Nothing complicated. Do make sure when you're forced to use ally to remove the ally before you hit the battle, because then, you know, whichever ally you bring in most likely will be dealing damage and then take down the enemies too fast. But you can see, just hit auto basic straight away. No drama here, and eventually thermal detonators do stack up and start defeating enemies one by one. But because enemies are so slow, before thermal detonators go off, you inflict a lot of stacks of vulnerable anyway, plus there are 3 waves you need to go through, so you potentially done in one battle. I'm not sure would you be able to get it done in 1 or 2, because I was already in 48. So at minimum it's a 2 battle on auto basic on pretty much any node that you can find. Maybe even if you find a later node that the enemies are a bit more durable, you could stall longer, but I'm farming Kix shards anyway, so I just ran this, and it worked on his node very well on full auto basic, so definitely saves you a lot of time here. And the vulnerable feat now, quest is now complete in the main account as well. Now obviously I do have here Hera, however this is still worth, because these are higher level speed tokens that we are normally given, so we are actually getting a lot more than we did before. I think we just got like 10 cars each or something like that, whereas now when you do dismantle it, there we go, we get 20 of each car attacks, and as well 20 of those as well finisher pieces. So very useful even for older players, older accounts such as myself. Okay, so with Hera's Lightspeed token in the bag, time to get our second Lightspeed token. These quests are a bit more straightforward. Like the Vanna one was a bit tricky, right? It's not so many characters get it done, but here again we're just gonna keep utilizing over and over again the journey guide. So we're just gonna go into the throne event and just hit auto, because you got now Hera from the first Lightspeed token. You shouldn't have issues at all getting here tier 1 and tier 2 done, maybe even higher, I don't know, with whatever things you've got, even if they're low level. Just keep hitting auto basic as many times. So I think you're gonna need probably like 10-11 attempts to knock this out, to get 50, defeating 50 Imperial troopers with Hera. Now footage from main account, again here I will be hitting the throne event, with the difference that here I can actually attempt the final tier, whereas in my new account I was only able to get up to tier 2 because the other Phoenix I think are not high star enough yet. And you will see the difference, like on tier 1 I got 4 kills on Stormtroopers, tier 2 5, however in final tier you get 11 per battle, which means obviously it will speed up the amount of battles you need to do, and of course with Relic Delta you should blow these guys up with your big account without any problems whatsoever. So you can see I went from 33 to 44, so 11 per battle in the final tier. So just get the highest tier that you can in the Throne event with your Phoenix and Hera, and you should knock this out quite easily. And finally, to get Sabine token now, we need to complete the 4th quest today, which is defeating 100 enemies with rebels. And you guessed it, what are we gonna do here? We're just gonna go again in the Throne event with your relic, well, relic 0, relic 1 Hera, G13 Hera, and hit auto basic for as many times as needed to get this feat done. Obviously, all accounts, many ways to get this done, to defeat enemies with rebels. I'm just kind of more tailoring this to the newer accounts that have less options. So as you can see, just, you know, kind of grinding through that vulnerable feat a little bit with Iden in the brand new account, it just unlocked so much more. You got Hera Lightspeed token, get her to 7 stars, Gear 13, which then allowed you to use Hera to complete basically all the feats that gave you Sabine. So there you have it, guys, especially for new players. This is absolutely brilliant addition with basically minimal effort. Within, you know, 3-4 days of starting an account, you now already have 2 7 stars, all the Zetas, relic 0, 1, Gear 13, you know, depending if you want to relic them up or not, but essentially 2 leveled up units for free in a matter of days of starting your account. So I'm really excited now. I didn't really like these Lightspeed tokens, sounded too good to be true when the SCG announced, and didn't say that these quests will be a little more challenging than normal. So I was worried they might not be accessible to completely brand new players, but at least these first 2 you know, were accessible and easy achievable. And there you have it, guys. Hopefully this video was useful and helpful, just showing you again for brand new players or for old accounts, especially for the vulnerable feed, how you can easily get that knocked out to unlock easy to get free Lightspeed tokens. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.